Hello again, this is Jesse here. I do not have my partner Sydney with me, but I am back with some more Heroclix, my favorite game ever, honestly. Basically, it is collections of superhero figurines on dials, and that's how they battle. And the maps are set up almost way more complicated, but it's akin to chess. People have compared it to call it chess before. So the exciting thing about this thing is that every time they release a set has a different theme. This one is Deadpool and Weapon X, but there's so much Wolverine in this set, which is why I got a case of this one. So we're going to be opening up 20 packs and hoping we get Wolverines. There are, let's see, 5 major rarities. You have a common, uncommon, rare, super rare, and Chase. Chase is the hardest one to get. We're hoping we get at least one in all these packs. But things that I'd be looking for, commons is Multiple Man. I'm a huge Multiple Man fan. Every time that they've done him and he has a multiplying ability, it's always fun to play. So hopefully I'll get several of him. Uncommon would probably be Jeff the Shark. I collect pretty much everything that's shark related. I may have every shark-related Heroclix figure, almost. When we go to rares, for me, actually, and it's weird for me to say this because I played forever with my cousin Chris, his favorite character is Colossus. So I usually let him take all the Colossus. There's a Prime in this set where he looks like he's in gold armor. Now, the significance of this is that was the first comic I ever bought. And that's dating me, I know, but it was like Uncanny X-Men, like 270 something, I think, but was that cover of Colossus in the gold armor. So just for nostalgia sake, I'd love to get that one. Super rares, that's the cool thing about this set, and when I target a set to really buy heavy into is there's really not any bad ones. There's so many good ones. There's a couple Wolverine ones. There's a really cool Scarlet Witch that can enhance your Brotherhood teams. There's a Long Shot who I love, a Banshee who I love, some more fringe characters that have always been favorites of mine. And the chases, there's 13, is it 13 total or 13 Wolverines? I can't remember. There's so many Wolverine chases. I'm just hoping I can get one, at least Wolverine, and avoid the Deadpools. That's my only thing, is I'm not a huge Deadpool fan. So we're looking for all the Wolverines. So to get us started, let's actually open our Legacy card. We'll have 2 of these. We'll see if it's a figure that we actually own or we need to trade it off or get rid of this. Let's see. We got Tiamat. I do not have this one. It's from the old original Deadpool set. A double base, but I have a play group that has a lot of Deadpool stuff, so perhaps they will have Tiamat, the figure. Alright, now let's get started. I'll try to open this up all revealing like in the camera so we can enjoy it together as it becomes revealed. So we have Cannonball. Let me actually move this just a bit closer. Cannonball, we have one of those pesky time breakers that people are so excited about. I have not looked at them that closely, so I'm going to have to do that. We have a Deadpool robot who's all sheeny. Looks like we have a Gabby, one of the Wolverine family, which I'm excited about. And we have Scott Summers in the X-Men bomber jacket, which is a really cool look. He is our rare. So, starting out with a bona fide X-Man. Just going to set all these to the side. Typically speaking, you usually get, is it 3 super rares in a brick? Usually. Sometimes it can be off. So we'll see what we can pull. Alright, here we go. We have Wolverine. Ooh. Looks like we have Patch. This is turning out to be a very Wolverine-esque booster. Patch, Okay, he's our rare. Then we have we have James Howlett. So if you've ever read Wolverine Origin, that's him in the goofy night shirt. We got our little buddy Jeff the Shark there. And then we have the 001 Common Wolverine from the Wolverine #1, the main series, which I do own, comic book cover. So there we got a lot of Wolverines. We got Patch, he's our rare. And he is looking pretty cool. I think it's been a long, long time since we've seen a Patch. Maybe even back before cards ever even came out. So a good pull there for a Wolverine. We're going to move on to the next one. Let's see who we've got here. Oh, I see someone. I'm very excited about this one. She is a Wolverine villain. So, always enjoyed some Yoriko. So we have Lady Deathstrike there. We have Mindpull. Mindpull is in the building. We have another one of those Wolverines. Ooh, we got a little something spicy and extra there. There's a Kid Omega and a Sunspot. And what we got here was a big old dice. Holy cow. I don't know why this is bigger than normal. So it's got the Wolverine colors. Does this dice go to anyone? I am not exactly sure if it does. I was not thinking it did, so I'll have to look at the cards to see what that is for. Alright. We have not seen a super rare yet. So, hoping to see one of those. I see a very popular figure. Very popular character, I should say. And Bob, Agent of Hydra. Alright, we have Forge. Alright, Forge is an old X Factor member, so he's always going to be good with me. I'm a big X Factor fan. If you did watch the recent X-Men 97, Forge and Storm's story played out there. We have Black Widow. Let's see, Lady Mastermind, and then we have Deadpool. So Forge is our rare. Forge feels like he's usually a rare. I don't know why. So there's Mr. Deadpool, kind of just standing there with a sword. Okay, not bad. All right, we're 4 packs in. We haven't seen anything crazy of rarity yet. Let's see what we can find next. Okay, I'm a fan of this lady. Here's Diamondback, an old Captain America ally. Big fan of her. I used to read Cap back in those days. Okay, here's something a little bit spicy. I see Domino, and she's actually broken off her stand. We have X-23 Richter, and then little chibi Wolvie. And Domino is a super rare. But I'm going to have to be super careful with her because I think that can be fixed. She's like leaning out of her stand. I think she can be glued in. And it's kind of an interesting base, has a red color. So the gimmick with this set is dice. And there is a domino dice. So the domino, you can see her little eye patch where the hair is just barely covering it. That is a 6 for all intents and purposes. Not anything like crazy since he's a common, but I want to point out Mr. Richter here. A longtime X-Force guy, moved to X Factor. What a cool idea to put the crushed rock on his base. As you know, Richter's mutant ability is to move ground and rock, and just really neat that they did that. Just kind of random. Alright, so we have Domino. Not exactly a super rare I was after, but she's, from what I remember, really cool. Has some really awesome time-bending powers. Okay. Let's see who we have. We have a Time Breaker, okay? We have another time breaker. We have Strife here. Strife is someone that I don't feel like they've ever really done right in Heroclix. So, kind of cool to see him back. Either Strife's our rare or this Atlas Bear with the really awesome sculpt. She is very leany. Let's see. It's actually Atlas Bear. She's our rare. And we have Richter and Black Widow again. So I might be using this Strife at some point. He was a huge villain around in the 90s when I was really starting to read a lot, when a lot of people were starting to read a lot. I believe he's a twisted version of Cable, actually. Might be a little bit wrong about that. Okay, ooh, really good pick here. This set is filled with X-Men, and the gimmick was to do a bunch of X-Men in the blue and yellow bodysuits. And I believe this was featured in an old Uncanny X-Men comic. So we have Psylocke, one of my favorite X-Men. She's got the psychic knife out and a psychic katana that she has made. There's Daken, Wolverine's son. Let's see. Oh, and Psylocke's a super rare. Okay, so it's our second super rare. One of probably the most interesting and exciting characters in this set is Mr. Common Bobby Drake eating the vanilla ice cream, who can buff up your characters that do not have powers, that just have traits. And then we also have, okay, there's another Lady Mastermind, but there is Mr. Logan in the cowboy hat and the taped up wrist, right around maybe Wolverine 77 back in the day when his adamantium was ripped from him by Magneto in Fatal Attractions. This is kind of odd, actually. So Psylocke's card has silver, so that's usually a rare, but her base actually shows super rare. Well, she's number 33, so I don't think she's a super rare. Because that... Okay. There's definitely a misprint somewhere. I'm thinking she probably is just a rare. I think this happened in the Marvel, in the last set with a Hulk. I think I got a Hulk that was supposed to be a rare. It might have been labeled as super rare. So some printing errors going on with WizKids currently. All right, on to the next one. Let's see what we get. We've seen quite a few Wolverines already, actually, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see. We have Miss Copycat, who this figure was, the old figure of Copycat was really deadly and dangerous back in the day. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot in this booster right now. Here's Jean Grey, one of my favorite X-Men, looking extremely X-Men cartoon with that outfit, with the ponytail, everything. We have Multiple Man here. So we got our first Multiple Man. We did get a Chase. And we got the Bro High Five Wolverine and Deadpool team up. Okay, so there's Wolvie on there. I'm not mad about that. There's a Wolverine on there. So they're doing the Arnold and Carl Weathers handshake from Predator. I'm pretty sure that's what they're spoofing. Okay, really cool. Really cool. Wow, big dial with ranged attacks at the top. That is interesting, and they're 90 points. Okay. So we got a Multiple Man in that, and we also got Boom Boom, an old member of X-Force, and she's in her X-Force outfit, blowing her bubble gum. So this was a super exciting booster. Big fan of Jean, love Multiple Man, and we got a Chase figure in the first brick. Could we get two? Who knows? Let's see. Okay. Next up, I see Wolverine. I see 001 Wolverine, that classic. Oh, wow, I see something else. Oh, my goodness. Wow, okay. There we have Magneto. And he has got, yes, he's definitely a super rare. We're going to pull him out for sure. There's our Chibi Wolverine. We have another dice. It's actually the same dice. We got two of the same. Could this go with Common Wolverine? I did not think so. But we've got him in both boosters. How are we going to get Magnus out of here? That's the question. I think we're going to go do the old push down and then push back up through. I'm always worried about the figure breaking off the base. Yeah, he's definitely a super rare. This looks so awesome. Look at that cape. Look at that thing. He's got a big handful of metal. And I believe this figure, again, we're taking it back to the 90s. Wow, these stats are insane. Oh, so he's 100. Yeah, that's why he's 175 points. I believe we are taking it back to the 90s to Fatal Attraction. And this was just sort of redone in X-Men 97. Holy cow, look at that dial. Yeah. So the curtain falls and the play is finished. Comatose, guarded by Colossus. Yes. So that is going back to Fatal Attraction. The two-punch, one of the more famous ones in X-Men comics, where Magneto ripped Wolverine's adamantium from him to send a message to leave him alone, finally leave him on Avalon. Xavier wiped his mind, and once he saw that, the more peaceful P2R Rasputin, Colossus, left the X-Men and joined the Acolytes to be with Magneto to protect him, because he did not like what he saw when that happened. So, really cool. I'm really excited about that Magneto. Big Brotherhood fan here. This is our last booster of the final pack, and we have a few commons. We got another Iceman, another Diamondback, another Copycat. Okay, really nice pack here. We have X-23, Laura, clone from Wolverine's body, and then we have Wolverine's #1 enemy, Sabretooth, and his kind of old 80s Marauder type look. And it looks like, I don't know if it's just the paint, but it's almost like he has big claw marks in his back. If that's meant to be there, that's really cool. I love a Sabretooth. There's been a lot of great Sabretooths in Heroclix over the years. I didn't quite study all the dials like I typically do, so I'm not exactly sure what this one does, but I'm sure it's something similar to what a lot of the other ones do. So we got a Chase in that brick, the Wolverine Deadpool, and then we got Domino, super rare, Magneto, super rare, possibly a Psylocke, but I don't think she's supposed to be one. So looks like we got just 2 super rares in a Chase, no Prime. It's cool because we got some really good figures. So this is the exciting part. We have a whole nother brick to open, hoping to stack up those Wolverine figures and Chases. I'm going to go to the legacy card of this other brick. Hopefully it's not a duplicate brick. Let's see here. We got Mystique from the Days of Future Past set. I believe I do have her. This set featured a lot of Brotherhood figures, and you sort of get you got the Mystique / Raven Darkholme, her actual name. Look, so it's kind of an interesting Heroclix. I don't think we'd seen that before. Doesn't seem like a bad character here. She does have Brotherhood team, traded shape change, super sense. I mean, she's got a lot of powers going on. Okay, and then she can kind of nerf theme team people attacking her. So, pretty cool. All right. On to the next brick. Really cool cover here, him reading the history of Wolverine on the front. You can see the Weapon X helmet there on the back. You can also see it's either a thank you note or I can't quite read it. I was thinking almost like a wedding invitation for Logan and Mariko when they were married. Kind of hard to tell. So we're gonna go get started. Let's see what we've got. Okay. I see Miss Boom Boom here at the front. A lot of X-Force figures in this set. One of my old favorites, Siren, I noticed is not in this set. Banshee's daughter. So they got most of them, but left a few figures out. So we have Boom Boom. We have a Hydra agent. Always fun to get a Hydra agent. We have Sheriff Deadpool. This is a rare. No idea what that's from. Copycat, and then we have that 001 Wolverine saying, "Come get a piece, bub." So Sheriff Deadpool is our rare. This is click 2, but wow, those stats are big for Sheriff Deadpool. Okay. That could be a pretty good figure, actually. Let's see what he does later on. Let's rip into the next one. Okay, we have somebody somewhat interesting here. Who is this? This is a super rare. This is Professor Xavier in his Shi'ar battle suit here. I believe he wore that after being engaged to Lilandra. So we also saw this immortalized in X-Men 97. We have the regular Colossus. This is a really good looking sculpt. Another Boom Boom. We're just showered in Boom Booms. Another Hydra agent. And there's Sam Guthrie, Cannonball, my least favorite X-Man. Just never been a fan. Big old lame character here in Cannonball, just my own personal opinion. So we got a super rare of Professor X. I can just kind of look at his card here. You got some keyword cheating, some team ability cheating. I mean, he looks like a solid attacker off the front, which we don't get a lot for Xavier's. And then it looks like he can generate a lot of bystanders. So that could be, he's a 90-point figure. That could be interesting. I don't really play a lot of Professor X's. So we'll see what we got here. Oh my goodness gracious, who is this? Wolverine pull. This has a chase marking. Okay. Let me just take a look here. Is that a chase? I thought they were all a Wolverine variant. That's a super rare by the card. What is going on with this set? Yeah, he's got massive blades. So this is Deadpool. Real name is Wade Wilson. Huh. I have no idea what that's from. And the marking is as of a chase. So super confusing so far in this set. But I believe that could be a super rare. Okay. Really not sure what's happening with this set. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, we have everybody's favorite Jeff the Land Shark is here. This will be our second Jeff. Just a fun figure. I believe he actually does something with pizza. So playing off the last set with the Disney Plus, we have Jeff the Land Shark. We have Morph. All right, like to see Morph. Okay, we have Rogue. We have the normal Rogue, the rare Rogue. All right, looks like she just grabbed Colossus because her hand is solid steel there. Then we have another multiple man. So that makes 2 multiple mans. Okay, not a bad pack. 75-point Rogue. I don't remember what this Rogue does. I know the Prime is a beefy gal that can do a whole lot of damage. Let's see. We'll move on. Oh, I see a plastic bag here. Holy smokes! What is this? Oh my God! It's Pandapool. This guy is huge. Pandapool. Okay. So I don't know if he's our rare. I'm looking right at it. He is clearly our rare. And he's number 42, so I can almost guarantee Psylocke is a rare in the last brick. Wow, so who is Pandapool? Is this also Deadpool? Some alternate version of him? Oh, it's unknown. Maybe this is one of Deadpool's helpers. I am not up on Deadpool at all, so... we got another giant oversized dice. The cool thing about getting those 2 Wolverine dice is I could actually just roll them. I could actually use them as my dice if I wanted to. This is the same exact design, but it's just black and red, so I guess this is more for a Deadpool. I think there's stuff in the set that like rolls like D6s as kind of like a gimmick. So maybe that's why those are there and not necessarily for a character. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're halfway done. So we got 5 left. We've seen, I think, technically 2 super rares in this brick already. Xavier and the Wolverine pool, which was very interesting. All right. So we're doing pretty good so far. I feel happy with what we've seen. Let's see. We have a time breaker. That's our 3rd one. Oh, another multiple man. All right, perfect. Here's Miss Jubilee. Is she our rare? No. So Jubes, she's in the yellow and blue suit. Of course, got to wear her patented glasses. We have another member of X-Force. There's Shatterstar. It's a fan of Shatterstar. Him and Richter are quite close in certain iterations of the comic. And there they are, standing right next to each other. Pretty cool. So, not a bad pack. We have not seen Jubilee, I don't think, yet. 3rd multiple man and 3rd time breaker. So if you're going to keep getting multiples of generics, those are the ones that you want. That can play off each other, work off each other. Lord knows the world does not need another cannonball. So. All right, moving on. Let's see who we've got this time. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So there's Black Widow. Here's a figure I really like. It's Longshot. I'm a Longshot fan. I'm a fan of the Mojo storylines in the X-Men universe. And yeah, he's a super rare. Okay, so there's Forge, Strife. There's Mr. Cannon Turd again. And Longshot actually has his own dice. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to actually... Let's pull the dice out. So the dice have like the little star logo that is branded over Longshot's eye. I want to say it's a modification is what his dice is for. But let me remind myself. What can I say? It always works out when he makes an attack. If his attack is modified by +3, increased damage dealt by 1. Oh, you just have to be born lucky, his other trait, Perplex. When you use it, instead, you just roll the Longshot dice. So you have a chance to do a +2 or +3. And if you get the +3, then you have these other modifications that can happen. Really cool. A fun Longshot. You always want kind of a cheap Longshot that can do a lot of different little neat tricks, but can also hold his own. Always a fan of Longshot. All right, we're down to 3 boosters. We've gotten now, I think, 3 super rares out of this. So we haven't seen a prime. We haven't seen a second chase. I'm not actually sure if there's going to be a chase or brick in this set. Usually when there's so many figures, there is, but I don't know if it's guaranteed or not. All right, here is Logan once again. Looking cool in his cowboy hat, jeans, and boot. Holy cow, okay. So I don't think we're going to get a chase. We got another Domino. We got the Prime Super Rare Domino. We also got another Timebreaker and a Mystique who we haven't seen yet. Okay, so Domino heavy. This is a cosmically powered Domino, I believe. Only going off of Scott Porter's video, where I think he also pulled this and talked about all what Domino could do. Just taking her card out briefly. Yeah, she's got Cosmic Power, 70 points. And that's actually, it's nice because when a friendly, you can actually use this one and bring in on the sideline after the other Domino is KO'd. So she's got a lot of powers, really good stats, some stock clicks. Pretty neat prime, super rare prime. You're never going to complain when you get a super rare prime. They're really hard to get. They still feel hard to get, even though they usually make 2 nowadays. So really good pull there. All right, I see one of my faves, Jean Grey, in the booster. We got a Deadpool robot. Okay, we have the White Fox, who I don't think we've seen yet. She's an uncommon. Jean is our rare, right? Yeah, and then there's Wolverine. So I think usually when you get a super rare prime, you're not going to get another chase figure, but that's okay. So I'm pretty happy with the one we got. And we're down to the last booster. Let's see what happens. This has been really fun, really cool to open all this stuff. Got a lot of Wolverines in here. Here's Iceman. I think a lot of people are going to try him out. He looks like really a lot of fun. Okay, interesting. I see. Who do I see? Beast. Okay, we have not gotten Beast yet. And Beast is a rare. And there's been a lot of talk about Beast because he can outwit 3 powers on one figure. Like, holy cow, really? But he can. And he's just kind of sitting on a rock thinking. I like that Beast. Okay. So that's going to wrap it up. That is all 20 of my boosters. We got, what, 4 super rares in this brick, 2 in the other one, and 1 chase figure. And we got that super rare prime. And we got at least 3 multiple man, I think, and then a bunch of Wolverines that we're going to be able to play. So really good haul, really excited about it. Hope you enjoyed the video and have fun out there playing this great game.